1942, parallel with the formation of heavy tank battalions at Panzer Corps level, some elite panzer divisions of the German army were allowed to form independent Tiger companies for their panzer regiments. Unlike the heavy tank battalions, which shuffled around according to the war circumstances, these independent companies were permanently assigned to their divisions. In December of 1942, tank commanders and crew were detached from the Panzer Regiment Leibstandarte to train with the Tiger I tanks in Germany. After training and receiving Tigers, the new company returned to the Eastern Front in February of 1943 to take part in the battles of Kharkov and in Operation Citadel. In August of 1943, the company was moved to Italy. The company was continually in combat with the division and neighboring units for the remainder of 1943. In 1944, the company continued fighting in various actions on the Eastern Front, often supporting units other than its division. What few operational tanks they had were used to support the breakout of the Cherkasy pocket. On the 1st of March 1944, the 13th Company was officially deactivated. Most crew members were moved to Belgium, except a few who stayed with the vehicles at the front. In December of 1942, the Panzer Regiment Das Reich also formed a heavy tank company. After a period of training in February of 1943, the company was sent to the Eastern Front near Kharkov. They were immediately in action in and around the city. During July, the company joined the rest of the regiment in Operation Citadel. During September, they covered the withdrawal of the division. In mid-December of 1943, Das Reich prepares to move to France for refit and rest. However, a Kampfgruppe, so a task force, was kept on the Eastern Front, including 5 Tiger tanks. The Tigers fought through March with the Kampfgruppe until it was finally ordered to withdraw from the east. By this time, all the Tigers were lost, and the Kampfgruppe joined the rest of the division in France. In January of 1943, the Panzer Regiment Totenkopf received their first Tiger tanks. In February, these first Tigers were sent to the Eastern Front with the newly trained crews. In late February, it was immediately in action against the Soviet forces. They withdrew from fighting at the end of March. They then received more tank crews, replacement tanks, and undergo a period of training until June of 1943. During July, the company took part in Operation Citadel. New Tiger tanks began to arrive with the company in early 1944, bringing their total number to 7 tanks. In early June, they were once more in combat, fighting for the defense of Romania. In July, the effects of Operation Bagration required the division to go north. They traveled by train to Warsaw and covered the 4th Panzer Army in case the Soviets make a breakthrough on the Vistula River. In early August, a number of Tigers were also used to suppress the Warsaw Uprising. From August to October, the Tiger Company continued to fight on the Vistula River. During November, they were in reserve, and then they were moved to Hungary in December. The company supported an attack by the division towards Budapest on the 1st of January 1945. The offensive to relieve Budapest continued throughout January until Soviet counterattacks halted at the end of the month. During February, the company was not engaged in any fighting, but in March, the German army launched Operation Spring Awakening, its last offensive in the east. The last few tanks of the company and the division fought in Austria in early April of 1945 until the crews destroyed the last of their operational Tigers on 4th of April, before the company surrendered to the US forces. The US commander handed the bulk of the prisoners over to the Soviet forces.